Playing from the cushion. That's going to be our subject for today. Now, for those who don't know what the cushion is, it sometimes can also refer to rail, playing from the rail, which is more of an American pool term. Cushion is more used in snooker as well. And that's this part of the table. As you can see, the cue is on the cushion and we're aiming a little bit off the top of the ball. Almost impossible to aim lower, but yeah, you usually get topspin with these kind of shots. So here a great example where the gray circle is a little bit at the top. That shows where the real hit point is. Yes, it's the cross, maybe in the middle, but this is where the ball will strike. And let's demonstrate it a little bit. There we go. That was a little bit topspin applied. The ball goes back on the table and suddenly the circle is again in the middle. And that showed we just played with topspin. Now the next question is, how can I avoid this? Well, on some point of view, you cannot avoid it because you can't move the cue ball in the game. Now this type of effect will have the same when it's a little bit further away from the cushion. A little bit more, and as you can see, the gray circle is moving until you got it at center ball. And now we don't have it anymore. So that's pretty much a little bit all around the table within this area. Really important to know, because if you don't notice how you play the shot, you might play with a little bit topspin. So you don't play as you want. So it's really important to have an eye out there and adjust where needed. Now the next question you might ask is, how can we solve these type of shots? You know, what can I do to improve it? Well, first of all, before we even talk about different positions on height of the ball, let's talk about speed. You don't have to play this type of shot really hard. You can just play a little bit lower speed and still putt the ball without the white ball getting too close to that center pocket. So speed is also important to keep in mind. So that's number one. The other thing we can do is we can elevate the cue. So we change the butt angle. Now, how do we do this? We got here a button here where we can elevate the cue. You see the degrees going up. And as you elevate the cue, we can see that the dot goes more to the center. So that's a way to get more center ball striking. You then have to play with a little bit more power. That's another way to do it. So let's just go to the conclusion again of this video. If you play near the cushion, where it is touching the cushion or very nearby, always make sure to watch where you strike the ball. If you then have to adjust it and don't play with so much topspin, you can either adjust the speed or you can adjust the butt angle and elevate the cue. Whatever method you use, when you're playing near the cushion and you have these type of shots, always check where you're aiming and where you're striking the ball and making adjustments where needed, and that will already improve your game.